Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting matchups in college football every time these two blue blood programs meet. These are two of the winningest programs in the history of the game. And you'll remember, last year, Alabama going into Norman and beating the Sooners. There is a lot riding on the line today when these two teams meet. I can't wait to keep you posted on what's happening on the field and how the players are reacting with that revenge and redemption on their mind. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Russell rolls right. He's going to take off. Did the work himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Caught on the RPO. Turning it on at the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Russell. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Buying time to his right. Firing toward the end zone. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. A designed run for the quarterback. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners! Rolled his way into the end zone. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Russell on play action. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Russell unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On the return. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for space. It's Blaylock. There he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Gets rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Second and long here. To the air, it's Mateer. Rush right in his face. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Blaylock. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
From deep, it's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They go play action with Russell. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Working the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a gap. It's Blaylock. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Breaks into the open. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge. Get the edge. Block it up really well. and then let the running back do the rest, but I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play, at least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him, make the game physical, make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Makes a catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it.
Makes the grab in their space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Keelan Russell turns it upfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship. The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Throwing Russell. Unloads it left. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
No room to bring it back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Reels it in. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, the sweet feet. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Long way to go on second down. Out wide left, it's Harris. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Inside the 30. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Russell. Rushes on. And he avoids the sack.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Sooners. And they turn it into a defensive score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the point after is good. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Keelan Russell. Look out. Being chased. And he's got it inside the 35. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. It's hard to think of many things in football more deflating than making a big play like that and having it wiped out by a penalty. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. throwing Russell. They're all over him. And down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Russell. Under pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's the Bulldogs chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on! All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. This is a designed run. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Move to his right. Fires on the move. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
the attempt is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Offense in a bunch formation. Russell, here comes the heat. Got his man. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Left side is Rodgers. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Still looking to his right. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And the try is no good after the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sets his feet, it's Bentley. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Right at the line. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Drops back on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run.
But, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They march 72 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Stepping to the right. Makes the grab. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Moves the pocket. It's Bentley. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Sooners will try to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Keelan Russell throws it deep. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Russell on play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up second and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. Rolls right. Rolling right and going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Sells the run, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Rush is on. Keeps it and gets the first down. Breaks into the open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Look out. Into the end zone. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Hauls it in. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight.
Looking long. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there.
Breaks free. Inside the... And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Russell. He wants a big play here late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock...
Bringing it back. He's at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.